And now our series, Grit, featuring people who have overcome adversity to go on and do something extraordinary. Sally Roberts was a young woman with some real behavior problems in school, but she wound up channeling her energy into a new challenge, getting on the wrestling team. She rose to the top of her field, then went on to serve our country on the battlefield, and then returned home to help some other young women learn how to wrestle like a girl.
Wrestle like a girl.
My name is Sally Roberts. I am the founder and executive director for the organization Wrestle Like a Girl. We don't care if you're a boy or you're a girl. This sport is made for everyone. Ready, go!
I grew up in a really challenging childhood home. I would go out after school and I would go shoplift, break into houses, and get into trouble. I ended up getting arrested so many times that I was given an ultimatum. I could either find an after-school activity or I would find myself in juvenile detention. I saw a list of activities. One of them said wrestling, and I fell in love with the sport.
Good job! Yeah!
I wrestled from 8th grade all the way through high school, and recognizing that when I grew up, I was the only girl. Girls are now wrestling across the United States.
Sienna's grown up around wrestling. We wanted to make sure that she's exposed as much as she can to young, strong females.
Do you beat Daddy in wrestling?
Yes. Always do.
Good.
Bend your legs a little bit more. Head up. Oh, good stance.
Today we're doing a Wrestle Like a Girl clinic, basic skills and drills, and that's going to encompass not just the technical aspect of wrestling, but the championship mindset that goes along with it.
So, I'm in my stance. If I move to the right, she's moving to the right. If I move to the left, she moves to the left.
I wanted to be just like Coach Sally and wrestle, so boys don't think only boys can just wrestle.
I wasn't really sure what to expect. Like, she went out there, she did very well. She was excited, she was happy.
This clinic's been great for her. It's really helped her confidence.
In our camps, win means what's important now. By the time you get into the wrestling room, what's important now? That you're working hard, that you're being a good partner. Those are the most important things.
I started wrestling when I was 6, and then I got really into it, so I kept wrestling.
Well, her go-to attitude is, I want to win, but if I don't, I'm okay with that. I'll win the next time.
And we're working to help them understand goal setting and resiliency, confidence building, grit, all of those things that go in and make it a really powerful experience for a girl. It's more than just a win-loss record. It's the amount of heart that you put into every practice, every training experience. Nothing compares to watching little girls understand how powerful they are.
Yeah! Please welcome Sally Roberts, founder and executive director of Wrestle Like a Girl, and 2 girls who have attended her clinics, 14-year-old Chloe Ayers and 17-year-old Haley Cancellieri. Welcome to both of you. So, Sally, you decide that you don't want to go to juvenile detention. You want to wrestle, and you're in 8th grade?
Correct, yes.
Was there a girls' wrestling team at the school?
There wasn't. I was the only girl that wrestled on the all-boys junior high and high school team.
I love that. Oh, I love that. That does take grit. How did they react to that, the boys?
I was so fortunate because the culture within my wrestling room, my wrestling community, was very accepting. And as long as I came in every day and gave it 110%, I was accepted, and it was
great.
Were they
freaked out? Because 13 years old is just when the girl starts to, go through the puberty, and the boys do too. And I'm sure the boys were like, I hope I don't get Sally.
I think they wanted to be freaked out.
They wanted it, okay.
But when you come in and you're on fire and you really want to win, they don't even look at you like you're a girl. They're like, man, this girl's trying to really win and take me down. I have to stop thinking of her as a girl, and this has now become an athlete in front of me.
You got to the point where you were in the Olympic trials. I mean, you were like pretty close to making the Olympic team.
Yes.
But didn't make it.
Correct.
And then joined the Army and served our country in Afghanistan.
That's right.
I mean, think about it. Look at the shoes. Can you look at the shoes and how, nicely done. But you decide to pay it forward. And why? Why was it important to you to say to other girls, yes, you too?
I was so moved when I was deployed to combat in Afghanistan, and I was able to walk around the Afghan countryside and have little girls come up and touch their thumb to me, and I thought,
this is so moving to me to see little girls in Afghanistan that weren't afforded opportunities. But then I knew that there was also girls back in the United States that didn't have opportunities. So what could I do? There's that notion that says, bloom where you are planted. I was planted in the sport of wrestling. So that's what I wanted to pay forward, was providing girls an opportunity to find their own value and their own self-worth in a sport.
Wow. Chloe, what does that phrase mean to you? Wrestle like a girl.
I mean, for me, it's like, like you were saying, when you're wrestling, it's not about you being a girl, it's about you being powerful and wrestling as well as you can and just working hard and dedicating yourself to the sport so that when you go and wrestle on the mat, it's not about you being a girl, it's about you just being a powerful human who's giving your opponent a run for their money.
Yeah. Now, Haley, but does it change the way you walk around? You know, like, when you know you can do it on the mat? Because I have to tell you, when I grew up, it was like, I never had a girls' activity that was that physical, you know, and I'm envious of it. Like, I think there must be like a great feeling in really wrestling and, you know, does it change the way you walk around outside of the wrestling mat?
Honestly, it gave me a lot of confidence. I walk around school and I stay to myself pretty much, but a lot of people know my name, they know who I am, what I do, and it's definitely given me a lot more confidence, and it made me eager to push other women to break boundaries, you know? Like, why stay in our comfort zone?
Oh, that skill will serve you so well in life. And the rest of us. Sally, thank you so much. Girls, thanks to you. Thank you to all for sharing your grit and your passion for wrestling.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.